A quick review of the EZV bow sight. First off, I really like the sight. It gives you an open sight window, which is great. I really don't like the pins obscuring my target. This doesn't do that. It's based on a mathematical equation for the loss of trajectory or arc of your arrow based on how fast your bow is shooting. So it's irrespective really of front of center or forward of center, or as long as you don't have huge fletchings sucking up or creating a ton of drag that's sucking up a lot of velocity, then you should be pretty good. I'm shooting a 730 something, 35-ish plus or minus grain arrow through these, 300 grain field point and 150 grain insert, so it's pretty high FOC. Probably 25% or more, I don't know. Haven't measured it, don't really care. It's all aluminum, which is awesome. These you see the V in there, the light yellow V is an insert, so it comes with 8 inserts of that jump 20 feet per second per insert, so it goes from 200 up to I think 340. So you can either just estimate it based on your speed of your bow and the weight of your arrow, or you can shoot it through a chronograph or something, and then typically you'll round down regardless of what any online calculator says. So my online calculator says I should be shooting about 180 feet per second, so this is the 200 feet per second insert, and it works well for me. These pins are all sighted in, so I added some pin marks. The very top ones are 10 yards. This starts at 20 and ended at 40, so it only came with the 3, this one, and this one. So I added a 10 and I added a 50, and basically the way I did that is I just measured the gap between these and then put a mark close to that on some blue painter's tape, just a little notch of blue painter's tape, and put a little Sharpie mark there so I could kind of see if I was high or low. I used pencil at first, but it's pretty hard to see, so I just ended up using actually a silver Sharpie. And then once I got it dialed in to the right thing, I actually put a black Sharpie mark on the V itself. So I did that for 10 and 20. I also did last night, which I don't know how much I like or not. I put glow-in-the-dark tape on the inside arc here. You can see the colors kind of a pale, and on the inside arc on both sides here, and actually put it on the back side of the level as well, so when it gathers light, so first light shooting, or if you're shooting in the evening, it should glow for a bit. Those didn't really do a whole lot. When it really lit up awesome is when I put glow-in-the-dark tape on the back right here. So this glow-in-the-dark tape, I got it off Amazon, it was highly rated. I just cut it thin like this, so I just take some scissors, and it glows from the top and the bottom, so the sticky side also glows. So the glowing coming through the sticky side actually goes straight through to the pin side and really lights those black marks up. Fantastic. So that was awesome. I'm very excited about that. The ones on the side didn't do too much, and if they still don't do too much, I might just take it off, because it might just add kind of noise, light noise that might detract from the pins. The other thing I did, these pin marks are super small and not really well colored, and so it was hard to make them out sometimes. So I just took a Sharpie, like a new Sharpie that's pointy, and I just colored the crap out of them on the tops of them, on the sides of them, on underneath, and over the kind of the lip on the top. So I just colored all around that pin to make it nice solid black, so that they show up really well, and now they do. So you can obviously see. I use this the pin way, like I use the pin side. I don't go use the non-pin side, what the Ranch Fairy called Going Pro or whatever. I don't know if I'll ever do that. I don't really care that much, and I think it's useful to have a pin. I tree stand hunt, so I do carry a rangefinder, and I do range the various distances that I'm going to shoot at, and so having the pins is just kind of a good backup in a gauge. And if I know something is around the 20, then I, let's say, which is the second pin down, if I know it's like a deer looks around 23, 25-ish, then I know I need to be at least here with my V, and I can kind of put them in the bracket them in the center there, and so that I think helps. You can take that away if you want to. I don't know. I don't care. I like it. And also, I'm new to this, so I'm getting more used to what the sight picture should actually look like, and I'm actually not shooting the target that was provided, which a bunch of people do, or don't do, I guess. So that's also, I need to kind of get used to what the sight picture looks like. So this is my last round of 8 arrows, shot from just various places around the yard. You can see I've got something that would be a gut shot. I've got a bunch of kills. This one is low, but I was pretty far out, and so these are all from somewhere between 20 and 52-ish yards, and you can see a bunch of bear shafts in there too, so it's not just fletched arrows. So yeah, this one's I don't know, shooting them in the neck or probably shooting over them. This one's a gut shot, so that's not great. All these are probably kill, and maybe with the exception of that yellow one at the bottom there, but if this was an elk, then it'd still probably be a kill shot, or if the deer jumped the string and drop. I'd rather be a little low than high, because deer can drop, even up to like a foot. So, and then these would all be, this would kind of be probably a shoulder hit, but I'm using 300 grain single bevel, 2-blade fixed blade broadheads, machined broadheads, so that'll snap through the bone, no problem. Yeah, so this target, and you can see the blue painter's tape, that's the width of the target that is provided with the EZV. So mine is just slightly, my green little eyeball is a little less than that, probably an inch narrower than that. So I'm just lining the V up so that it kind of gets there, basically, and then I'm learning my sight picture as I go up. This is too high, this is too low, kind of a thing. So that's basically how you do it. And one of the nice things, so I've got a jacked up shot there and there, but you can see they're all pretty, like the grouping is pretty up and down together, which is what I really like. A lot of other people have, when they've reviewed the EZV sight, have said the same thing, that they like that it really brackets the shots so that you don't get a lot of left and right travel for the most part. I'm also new to archery, so I still suck, so it is what it is. So what I would do is, because I'm using heavy arrows with cut on contact, fixed blade, single bevel, single piece machined premium tool steel broadheads, that was a mouthful, I would just put the V on the leg, and I would just shoot up right up the leg. Ranch Ray talks about lower 1/3, so that'll be the heart, and that will kill the heart. If you hit there, the deer doesn't move, but a lot of deer, if they string jump in particular, will drop down, and so that'll bring it up a little bit higher, so maybe top of the heart and the lungs. So I would just put the leg, if this was the leg of the deer, I would just put the leg right there, put the vitals right up in the center there, right there, and let her rip if you have the appropriate arrow system to penetrate bone. Anyway, really like the sight. I just literally randomly walked around the yard, and now it's raining, so I'm going to take this in. Just shot a bunch of arrows and a lot of kill shots. Not all of them were kill shots, but hey, not all of them are kill shots ever. So highly recommend the EZV sight.